Alright, see if we can get all this going here. Running a little bit late. Hopefully everything should be working out here. Let's make sure we've got everything set up so I can see what everything's going on. Alright, so let's talk space engineers. Yay, space engineers. First, I want to say happy Monday, everybody. Hopefully you're having a fantastic day and had a terrific weekend. Oh, my day has started on Sunday and has not yet ended, so I've been up for more than 24 hours at this point. Oh, just random stuff going on. So I may be a little loopy today. I may be a little bit out of it. We'll find out how it goes. All right, so space engineers. We have been doing all sorts of stuff. As you can see, when we left on Friday, we only had one hangar. We now have two. Oh, so yeah, we've gone ahead and duplicated the hangar from the port side over onto the starboard side. Just need to weld it up. So what we're going to do... And I am seeing... Looks like somebody posted something to chat, but we'll see. Oh, hasn't shown up yet. So, all right. So let's talk about what we've done. So I've been playing with the paint scheme and the skins and everything. Hey, Madcap, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Happy Monday. And I've gone ahead and taken out the programmable blocks that were back here. And in preparation for doing some custom turret stuff, I've gone ahead and put in 2 of the custom turret controllers. So we'll have those set up and ready to go. Let's head downstairs and I'll show you what we've been working on down here. In fact, we were going to go all the way down into the utility area. So I've actually thrown in a couple of programmable blocks now. So we are obviously running the automatic LCD2 script. I will probably have at least one other script running. I haven't decided which script it is going to be yet. Since we have the custom turret modules now, we don't need to run any of the turret scripts. And then down there, I haven't done anything yet. But I'm thinking we're going to end up doing some stuff down there as well. And that's down where the refineries and the assembly array is. Hey, Jago. Doesn't look like it. You should be out of timeout. Yes, we're going to be doing some refitting with the new blocks. But not right this second. Let's walk you through here, show you what we've got going on. No real changes out here. But I do have a little side project that I was working on. I talked about this, I want to say early last week or maybe even late the week before. So the forward section, we've gone ahead and replaced the normal cargo blocks for the industrial cargo blocks. And then forward of that, we have currently 6 bobs on this side, 6 bobs on that side, and 1 bob below us, for a total of 13 bobs. Now I've actually set these things so that they only project to the front of the ship, beam width along the keel, so straight in front of the ship, as wide as the central column of the ship, and as tall as the central column of the ship. And I've got something within use or Skippy. Better not be heading this way, because I don't have any real guns on board this ship yet. Well, I do, but I mean, I got a bunch on the station, but so yeah. And basically the only thing that Bob is waiting for are steel plates. Well, what's funny is that I've actually got 2 bobs. I've got 1 bob, because that's the one here. This one is the forward bob. It's not part of the array, which we're calling the Sol. Because I actually have room in here. Like if I really want to, I'll show you. I can get 3 more bobs here on this line and on that line. So I can add 6 more bobs. So I can actually get us up to 18 bobs on the front of the ship, if I'm so inclined. With the new blocks that have come out, though, for the Warpack, the Warpack 2 Broadside DLC stuff, I'm thinking I actually want to build a ship from the keel up. I'm thinking we're going to lay a keel at some point in the near future for, you know, actual ship production. Alright, so I'm going to get in here really quick. We are going to go into production. Actually, let me check inventory really quick, because I want to check to see how much iron I actually have on board. I have 84k, which should be enough. If we go into Station Assembler, we're going to drop 5k plates. Yeah, the new cargo blocks look bigger because of the way that they're the arts on them. What they've done is they're playing with a bit of forced perspective on it. Because of the fact that all of the lines, all the major lines, are going in one direction, it's not a true cube anymore. Even though the footprint hasn't changed, the lines on it have slightly. Alright, so let's head out here, and we're going to talk about what our plans are for this week. We may not get to all of it, but we're going to try. Okay, so the bobs are being welded up as we speak, and then the hangar, let's come in here. Okay, so we just went ahead and duplicated what we had over on the port side. So this is basically just a mirror flip of what we have over there. And once all of the bobs are welded up, let's see here. So we still have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 bobs that need to be welded. And then if you want to see what this is going to look like, let me show you the field on these things here. All right. That's what the saw field looks like. So we're basically going to be cutting things in half. And the reason this is important is because we've got a bunch of red stuff on our radar here, and some of it's unassociated red stuff, like that space station down there. And so what we're going to do is we're going to start cleaning up some of this crap, because, well, you know, we need to clear out some stuff. There's just too much crap on my radar. I want to clean it up. All right, so let's go ahead. We'll turn off that little feature. And we're going to reset this to make sure everybody is at 10%. All of the bobs are now enabled. And this guy is getting welded up. Now, what we're going to do is, so what I did is the 12 forward-facing bobs, they are part of one array, right, that we've called the saw. I've got the forward bob, and then I have the aft bob that are set up basically to keep our ship running. Now, if I need to, I can actually change, you know, the giant array of bobs so that they cover the entire ship, but the idea is that we're not going to do that. Why Bob won't sometimes certain blocks? Yes, it depends. Like if you're doing just vanilla, no mods, and you have a pirate ship in there and you have just Bob in as a mod, Bob sets priorities based off of the hierarchy that he has associated. So what he will do is he basically he raycasts within the area, and if you have it set for large grid, smallest grid first, farthest or nearest, depending on how you have it set up, what he does is he builds a queue list of the blocks that are available within his operational field. And then he starts at the top of that list and goes down. The thing is that that list will refresh while Bob is doing things. So depending on how the raycasting goes, it could actually end up skipping something, or with his internal logic, he may reprioritize something because of the way that priorities are built into the list. There's a whole lot of math behind how Bob works, and that is the ridiculously overly simplified explanation. Like I said, there's a whole lot of stuff that's going on in the background with him. And it's very easy for the system, especially if you have an issue where your sim speed is below 1.0, where Bob may miss stuff. And he'll just ignore it sometimes. It's annoying, so. Alright, so while that is going on, since all of our Bobs are welded up, let's go test this thing out. Alright. So we are going to disengage that. And let's see. Make sure. I want to make sure we're not about to slam the ship into anything that I don't want to destroy here. Okay, so I think that one. I don't know if I have any cameras on the ship. Okay, so if I remember correctly, there's two stations down here. One of them was neutral, and one of them's hostile. Now, I took a flyby over here with the little dragonfly scout ship thing. The sunflower, or whatever people were calling it. And there were no external cannons on the station. There might have been some internal ones. But I don't believe there was any external cannons on this thing. So we're going to come over. Wow, this Bob's actually got a lot of stuff welded up on the ship already. Nice. But yeah, we're going to come over here and we're going to take some of this stuff apart. So let's see what happens. We're in about 4K. Hey Brent, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, so there was a bunch of stuff over here, but where basically different pirate factions and neutral factions were basically just beating the hell out of each other. And so I wanted to come over. You can actually see like little bits of debris floating around. So you have the big station in front of us. There's another station to our port, and then between the two, you'll see that little block up there. Like that little, it looks kind of like a star. Yeah, that was a small welding ship if I remember correctly. Oh, I need to turn off the turrets, otherwise they're going to shoot this stuff. I don't want you destroying our loot. Like I said, I'm fairly certain. Let's go turn you guys on. Let's take the little ship out first, just to help clean up our radar. It is a pirate. Let's also tell us if we've got anything that's actively hostile shooting at us here. And when he gets into about 150-ish, should start taking them apart. Oh, well, hello. dude. Our shield has gotten a little bit bigger than I was expecting. Need to back up here a little bit. Oh, come on, really? Just how damn big did this shield get? Okay, that shield is way, way out of bounds there. All right. Oh, let's make the shield visible. We want always visible so we can see it. All right, so I need to bring in. So we're gonna modify this shield here a little bit. Depth, I think. Yeah. -10. Oh, look at you. Let's go 0. Bring that back just a little bit. Look at how much that increased our hit points. All right, so let's take a look at that and see. We got a little bit of the ship hanging out there, so I do need to increase the size of that just a little bit. No, I haven't had any problems with the shield. Let's go to 1, 2. We'll go to 2. Space engineers did do a micro patch, so they may have addressed whatever was causing problems for folks. Yeah, there we go. All right, now how many hit points does that give us on our shield? 4.6 million hit points on the shield. Okay. That'll let us soak up a little bit of damage, right? Look at the bobs, just feeding frenzy. Oh, man. Bullets pass through, huh? Wow. I haven't tested it, so it is very possible that because of all the changes to the combat system, that the shield is kind of wonky right now. Because they've changed, there are new weapons because of the new weapons and ammo and the way that they've rebalanced the existing weapons and ammo. It would not surprise me to find out that things are not working quite the way they're supposed to right now. All right, so I'm going to turn the bobs off here for a second. The bob saw. All right. Yeah, so I'll definitely take a look at it and see. But yeah, like I said, I haven't had any problems with it yet. But I've also not really tested it yet. So, you know, take that with a huge grain of salt. Because the pirates are about to give us a whole lot of salt. All right. Free salt for everybody from the pirates. Ready, set, bobsaw. It's like, just how much stuff can we pull off of a station and how fast can we do it, right? Oh, man. Oh, don't tell me that transport square is heading this way. No, okay. He's flying mostly parallel to us. That's good. So let's go see how fast Bob's actually taking stuff apart. I love having these things built. I have to turn off the shield here in a bit, or turn off the shield graphic in a bit. And look at this. It's just stripping everything out of here. Got to love it. All right. Robotics competition. Nice. All right, so we're going to come in here. I don't think there's anything really of value left in the ship yet. I think Bob's have grabbed everything but the cargo box. That's only because of where I've got him pointed. Alright, so if we go that way. So yeah, Bob is basically cutting the ship in half. Alright, so let's go reposition. And we need to aim for the big smoky bits. Now the reason I've got the Bob set up this way is because I want to limit the area that they're effective in, and at the same time still have them be useful. Basically, I don't want to use them and just, you know, for the sake of using them. I actually want to have to use them like a weapon if we're going to use them as a weapon. If that makes sense. It probably doesn't, but that's okay. There we go. Hey, round is a perfectly valid shape, damn it. Yeah, Bob is just... I mean, look at that. It's just ridiculous. It's like, yeah, we just, you know, hit and run, right? So basically what I'm going to do is I'm going to set the priority for Bob to be controllable guns, cargo, and then working blocks, I think. So that way he'll take out the weapons, he'll take out the cargo, and then he'll grab everything else of value. I mean, just chewing it up, man. Oh, gotta love Bob. He is the 12 hardest working people on this server. What's really frightening is you can actually just do this, just do a slow pan, and you notice he's going after things. It's like, hi, how you doing? Oh, yeah, well, no, that's fine. You know, we'll just grab it all. It's fine. I'm having entirely too much fun with this. All right, how much plates are we grabbing? Now, see, the big thing is I don't think Bob is actually pulling plates. I think he only pulls scrap. Yeah, see, we don't have any steel plates, so he's only been pulling scrap off, which is fine. I mean, I'm not complaining too much. It's an okay machine. It's been around for a while. A good portion of it is because this is not a planet save, so I don't have to deal with all the planet stuff running in the background. But I do have a lot of AI stuff running, so it's... You know, you'll notice a little stutter every once in a while. It's okay. Alright, so... I think Bob grabbed everything. It's like an extreme mugging in space. Pretty much, yeah, pretty much. And I want to aim the bobs about there so he grabs the rest of the the conveyors. Look at that, it's gone. Remember that row of conveyors? Gone. Oh man. That is so wrong. This is just so wrong on so many levels. You gotta love it. Alright. Alright, so we're gonna turn our attention to the pirate ship. You are an actual pirate base, which means you get no sympathy. And let's see how quickly everything gets taken off of here. You're at 300 meters. Let the mugging continue. The new controls? Yeah, I actually am thinking about that. I'm thinking about putting it like right there. Actually, can I put it there? So the best I'd be able to do is put it here. You're talking about the new helm block, right? For those who don't know what we're talking about, it is... Let's get that other... This guy. It's a nice block. It is a really nice block. I don't know if I have the parts for it, but we'll find out. Interior plates. Don't think I have parts I need for it, but there you go. We'll put the parts into production for it. That way Bob can work on it. Alright, so I'm gonna go take a look. Oh, you know what? Before we do that, cancel. I forgot I was doing some. I've been doing some mining earlier. Let's drop you in there. There we go. Okay. Oh, good. All right. Let's close that in case I have to respawn. All right. So if you notice, there's a whole lot of stripped nothing in here. Like this was all full of passageways and a bunch of other miscellaneous stuff. Oh, he missed the door. How'd you miss the door? Access is denied. Is there anything in there worth going after is the question. Hey, the pirates like that. All right. That's some cargo blocks. There's a bunch of cargo blocks in here. Anything in it? Well, I'm not opposed to being friendly with the pirates, but you know, Bob has decided he wants this. Okay. I think Bob is jealous of Clang. There's been so many sacrifices to Clang, but very few sacrifices to Bob. Okay, so we obviously still have power over here. A bunch of stuff's destroyed, though. I'm wondering... This looks like this was probably command area, like that was a bridge at some point. I don't know if there's any turrets down here. This is old habitation format. And a bunch of cargo. Can I find an access panel? Actually, you know what? Damn it. It'll be my luck if I grind those down that there's like warheads or something in there. And for those who don't know, the new ammo is explosive. Like the artillery shells and stuff. And the more of it that you have in the cargo container, when the cargo container pops, the bigger the explosion can be. At least that's the running theory at this point. Keen has released a couple of statements on it, but the live testing has been a little bit different. So you are outside on this side, and you're outside on this side. So if I take it to 2.5, that should be good. Did I put that? Oh, I put that block in upside down. Oh crap! Oh no, I'm upside down. All right. So if we go, what was I doing? I forgot what I was going to do. There's something I was gonna put in production. Oh no, shields. That's what. Aha. So yeah, I've been running on. Let's see. I've been up for like 27 hours at this point. So I may be a little loopy. Oh man. All right. We want shield fit to go to 2.25, I think. You're not going to do that. Will you let me go to 2.5? Nope. It's got to go to 3 then. All right. That kind of hurts that you can't take it down fractionals. But that does solve the problem of things poking out past the... Hey, where'd that show? Where'd the space station go? All right. It's like that series with Splitsy and Wasted and those guys. Dude, where's my rover? It's like, dude, where's my space station? All right. Hey, Brent. Basically, yeah. Space Engineers is always about the what can you repurpose, either forcefully or otherwise, to be used elsewhere. And what I'm planning on doing is, now that we actually have a ship that's capable of doing something other than just keeping us alive, what I want to do is that big platform. I actually took all of the merge blocks out, and so I'm going to go back, refit that with cargo supply system, and then we're going to turn that into the ship production yard. Yeah, the hours are pretty bad. Just stuff going on in life. Like my dog unfortunately got sick last night. He was up and down all night. Like, you know, he's on a med schedule, and so he gets his meds, his last round of meds, like 9:30, 10 o'clock, which includes a it's not a tranquilizer, but it's a sedative. And so last night he woke up in the middle of the night, and he couldn't go back to sleep. So he would lay down for like an hour or so, get up, reposition, lay down for an hour or so, and then just rinse and repeat. And he tends to lay next to me. And so, you know, being former military, I don't sleep very deeply. I sleep quickly, but not deeply. Yeah, so it's basically all of that. And then around 5 a.m., he ended up getting sick. So was dealing with that for about an hour until he settled down, was able to lay down and go back to sleep. So, yeah, I think it was just because I think he just wasn't sleeping well. And I think it just caused problems. So, but we'll see. That ship may go away as well. Alright, so let's start swinging ourselves around here. Yeah. It's always unfortunate when the furry family members have problems. You know, you always feel bad about it. It's like, you know, because at least with the kids, you know, if you have kids, they can eventually tell you what's wrong. But the animals, you just kind of have to learn what's bothering them. Okay, so... And I want to angle that slightly. And we'll see... Let's go take a look and see what Bob's doing with this stuff. Yeah, but like I said, we're going to basically end up using most of this... Oh, hello. He got much closer than I was expecting. It's like, it wouldn't be an issue if he didn't have shields. Man, Bob just ripped this thing apart. There's a bloody feeding frenzy over here. He's just pulling structural blocks out now. Alright, what's down here? Oh, hello. Command station. Can I get out? I wonder if I can get out of here. Can I get out of here? Yeah, I can. Okay. Oh. And so for those who don't know, the Broadside DLC has changed deformation damage. So it used to be that the damage if you damaged a block here, it would cause integrity damage to the blocks around it, and so now it doesn't do that. Basically, when it deforms, there's no collision there's no issue with the collision on the deforming. So one of the examples that was being talked about is that you could have, say, a thruster that was encased in blocks. And if the blocks got damaged, they could at times deform to the point where they were inside the engine, and it would cause problems, right? Like it would start doing damage to the block. And, well, they don't do that anymore. So there are some really good... Oh, junk faction. Interesting. So the Junkers look like they are not a faction anymore. Or maybe they are and they're just not being shown up as... Actually, let's see, are they? Yeah, no, Junkers are. Oh, maybe it's these guys. Yeah, I'm betting it's these guys. But the fact that I'm not taking a hit from them... Not gonna complain. Okay, so that should be all the cockpits. Alright, so we need to get in here. Alright, so I'm thinking we're going to reposition and see if we can strip this stuff out. Because I want things like the beacon and such. Gravity generator wouldn't be bad either. Do you have ice? I'm wondering if you've got ice. Do I have... Just have scrap. Okay. Yeah. Like I said, I'm kind of mixed on the whole thing with the deformation damage. I do agree that I think that it makes sense for things to take damage when deformation kicks in. But at the same time, because of the wonkiness that is Space Engineers, I can understand it not. Scrap, 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 scrap. All of you are scrap. Okay. All right. So it is kind of a weird situation for the game, unfortunately. I think the biggest bonus to it not doing so is that it does make the game a lot more stable for more people. And I think that's, at the end of the day, I think that's more important than the realism factor. But again, that's just my opinion. You know, take it with a grain of salt. See, the ship's got a light on it. You can't see the damn thing. It doesn't do any good. Oh, man. Alright. It would be nice if we were getting actual material back. How much iron do we have? We have 5k iron. We've got a bunch of scrap. 24k iron. So we can go in here. Let's grab any of the assemblers. It doesn't really matter which one. And what we're going to do is we're going to say, I don't know. That should be good. And then this way the two bobs that we have on board for building can actually continue welding up our stuff. All right. You know what I'm going to do while we're here? I'm going to have... Where are you? And this way we can see exactly what it's pointing at. There we go. makes it easy. Yeah. Well, what's surprising is I don't know if anybody's done a search for it, but after the stream, hit YouTube and just do searches for Warfare 2 Broadside. Man, the number of people, like new content creators, old content creators, it's like a bunch of people came back to Space Engineers. You know, so I mean, definitely they did something right. You know, Keen did something right with this particular patch, because an update. Because the number of people that have come back to Space Engineers, like just from the content creation side, and the folks that are fairly consistent Space Engineers content creators have refocused on the game, so it's, I mean, it's good. I definitely approve of this being a thing. But I haven't seen this much Space Engineers content on YouTube probably since the 1.0 dropped. I think that's the last time I saw so much so much Space Engineers content between the live streams and the actual the demonstrations and tutorials and such. I mean, it is a huge resurgence. Looks like Bob did grab everything. Okay. And the rest of this is just going to be scrap, which is fine. Alright. I need to slide over and grab this column. So what we'll do is we'll do a slow pan over. And that should be most of the core material. I'm not really worried about the iron so much. We're going to get a lot of iron just off general scrap. And if I really need iron, there's plenty of places for me to go mine it. So let's slide ourselves this way. And I saw a small ship somewhere. Yeah, this is hilarious. It's like, yeah, just slowly slide across the ship and, you know. Let's see how much stuff it can strip as we slide at half a meter a second. Oh. Why does it look like there's stuff going on out at my... It looks like there might be something going on at the base. Alright, so this may end up being a quick bit here. Yeah, there's something. Looks like something's attacking the base. All right, we need to head back. Okay, turn that off. Let the Bobs go ahead and grab stuff, and we're gonna head back to the base. I'm seeing our defense turrets are going crazy over there. See it? There's something big going on over there. Drink a little bit of water, eat a little bit of food, turrets, turn all of our turrets on. Let's go see what happened over here. Transport Square. I'm seeing some stuff in the local neighborhood, but I'm not seeing anything. Alright, let's go take a look at the station and see what happened. Doesn't look like anything took damage. I wonder if it was just space engineers being space engineers and... I mean, it's very possible one of the AI snuck in here. I mean, we do have hostile AI that will turn off their antennas, so we may not be seeing it, but they might be somebody around. Of course, it might also, like I said, just be space engineers being space engineers. Yeah, because I'm not seeing, it doesn't look like anything. All right. So I will count that as a successful test run of the new ship. I think we have shown that yes, it is viable. And surprisingly effective. I don't think anybody was actually surprised by how effective it was. But... yeah, it looks like all the turrets are fine. I'm guessing it was just a glitch, a graphics glitch from Space Engineers. I mean, I know they happen and all, but still damned annoying. All right. And I think that might be about as close as I can get zoom in. Yeah. Hey man, if you're not rubbing, you're not racing. All right, there we go. And you're latched in. Okay. Oh, yeah, before I forget, turn off that shield always on thing. Visible on hit. There we go. Put our helmet back on. Alright. Let's come over here and take a look. Yeah, I'm not seeing anything that looks like it took any damage. So it must have been... it must have been that weird glitch with Bob's. Sometimes the welding animation shows up elsewhere, or the grinding animation shows up elsewhere. But, alright. Okay, so... Looks like... Oh, no, not yet. Now we are. Which means I can now close the hangar up. So I can do that. And that. And then just so everybody knows, the big red button, right? So this one basically operates those doors. The yellow buttons, that's the upper door, and then that's the lower door on the same set. That way, if you only want to open one set, you can. All right, you're not pressurized. What are... It's going to be something in the hallway then, I'm guessing. Oh, no, you're... Alright. Let's just go ahead and open everything. Okay, so... You. What did we do on that side? We did... Just went ahead and did a half block there, it looks like. Alright. Throw that in, and then on the back side basically did the same thing. Okay. That makes it easy. All right. So if we do that, and we do that. All right. And that should make the hangar airtight, I think. I think that was the last block. We'll know shortly. Hey, look at that. It's pressurizing. All right. So what we're going to do is we're going to let this pressurize. And then what we're going to do is we're going to set it up. So actually, did I? Okay, control panel. Two. There we go. And you are going to be starboard. We're going to shorthand it because we can. And then I want that to come down here. And this is important because we are going to have systems eventually set up to handle, you know, like how things cycle and everything. All right, so you turn off. You are going to be set to depressurize. And so what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to do this 3 times. And that should give me enough oxygen to put about 25 to 30% into the tank. Hey Howard, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hey, there we go. All right. So now we turn that off, turn the pressurize off. So there's a small bug with the single block air vents right now. Even if it's power, like even if you turn the block off, if you set it to depressurize, it'll continuously try to depressurize even though the block is turned off. Yeah, vacuum's overrated. Yes, it is. It's like a Dyson. It's an overrated vacuum. Alright. So you turn that block off. On. Yeah, so I found out that because I was basically just turning the block off, because that's what I used to do for depressurization systems, is I would just turn the block on or off and have it set to depressurize. But when I was doing this in the other hangar, I couldn't get the hangar to repressurize. And I was going, what the hell's going on? Because it was getting up to like 9% and then hanging. And I was just like, okay, that's usually, you've got a small leak and the system's like calculating slowly. Or you have a vent that's actively depressurizing, but as I get the blocks turned off. So you have to actually turn that off, then turn the depressurization off. Yeah. So if you get that situation where you just can't figure out what's going on, turn the block off and then set depressurization off, and it may fix your problem. Let's see, we're at 20%. So one more should give us around 30%. Yeah, the drum roll might have been copyrighted. It's YouTube. What I love, I have to say this. The thing that I love about YouTube and demonetization, like all their copyright strikes and everything, is the fact that when you talk to the engineers who write the code that powers the AI behind it all, they will admit that they have problems. like they don't understand, exactly what the system is doing. I'm like, if you're writing code that you don't know what it's doing, I mean, yeah, I get it when you're talking about like AI scripting. It's going to do things that you just weren't planning on it doing. But yeah. Toggle block on. Okay. And so the reason I do this with my hangars, I generally specifically have a oxygen storage system in them, because what ends up happening a lot of times is if you have a centralized oxygen set, like let's say I put oxygen tanks specifically for depressurization systems in the main body, right? If the hangar gets detached for some reason, or that portion of the ship gets detached, what ends up happening is that you lose, get separated, and let's say the rest of the ship is destroyed and I have to survive out of the hangar. I have a atmosphere that I can fall back on. So that's why I do that. I always try to have redundant systems in place. And I may end up building a dedicated O2 set inside the main ship somewhere. So you get Skynet. Yep. That's exactly how you get Skynet. Alright. So now the question is if I hit this button, do we depressurize the ship? We didn't depressurize the ship. That's a good thing. Okay, so that means we now have atmosphere through the entirety of the ship. Which means my system is going to hate me for the next week. Okay. Yeah, it looks like I'm having some bandwidth issues. I'm not sure what happened. This is where I start cracking jokes about the bots that don't like the delay getting mad. Actually, it might be Bob. Bob might be getting pissed off at me. Oh, let me see. My network's still good. I had to check my network monitoring. It's like, all of that's working. Let's get a chunk of food in us. That'll get us up to 55-ish. We'll come up here for a second. We're going to get our sleep up. well, that's doing that, actually. Stream is healthy. Not enough data, or not receiving enough video. Interesting. Yeah, it looks like my looks like I've got some things running in the background that are causing some problems. I was working in Unity earlier. I may have left the Unity hub up. If it is, that's what's doing it. Oh. So, apologies on that. Actually, we need to head up anyway, because I want to grab one more food. That'll get me up to 75-ish. Oh. I'm going to go this way. We're going to grab that really quick. Okay. And what we're going to do... Yeah, there's another wasp. Great. Alright. Let's come up here really quick. I need to put some lights up here. So what I'm going to end up doing is putting in... I'm probably going to put in... I'm going to put a connector in here. I may put a connector in here, like a conveyor junction with a connector on it. And then there's going to be some spots through here that I'm going to feed systems into, which is why I've got the piping on both sides, so that we'll actually have areas that we can connect into it. I use OBS, actually. So OBS will allow you to, if you're using OBS Studio, that will allow you to run the stream as well as configure, at least basic configures on the broadcast itself. You just have to have it all configured to use YouTube. So it effectively runs an instance of YouTube as part of OBS. And then if you're looking at, you can then monitor the stream on YouTube Studio. So yeah, but I'm thinking we're going to put a couple of connectors in. I'll probably put one like on each of these. Probably put a connector there, or maybe here even. Here might not be bad. Let's go conveyor. I don't have any interior plates. Okay. Now, you are conveyor? You're conveyor. Oh, crud. Alright, that's okay. I can go this way. We'll go this way, grab some plates. I'm gonna grab some interior plates. And I've got enough steel plates. Hey Nada, how you doing? Took you a couple of hours to plummet? Yeah. Well, thankfully, when I was doing the refit after I attached it to the station, I already did most of the major plumbing. So, in fact, let me drop down here. So, yeah, I've already run the lines down and through everything. So I have places that I can tie into it. I just wasn't sure where things were going to end up. That was why I didn't do it yet. And so what we're going to do is we're going to put you there on this side. I don't know let's see where we're going to put things. Thinking put one there. This one's in the middle. How easy are you to get to? You're actually fairly easy to get into there. So we'll do that. And then you go 1, 2. Yeah, we'll do that. That's fine. All right, so you're gonna get one. We're doing is we're looking to see where did we place them. So you'll get one. You get a conveyor tube. You get a conveyor tube. All right. And after I do all of this, I may still do that. I may come back and change it. But for now, just to get these in, like I said, I'm not sure what we're going to build, on how big we're going to build it. And I guess we'll have a couple in there as well. Yeah, so for me what it is these are basically for small to medium ships, because I generally put my connectors either on the top or bottom, and then either at the forward section or aft section, so it'll either be on the bow or aft. That's generally where I put them. And then I am going to have some here in the middle. I'm just trying to figure out where I want them. And for these are actually going to be recessed. So I'm thinking I may actually just go ahead and do 3 there. I mean, it's not a bad thing to have them all there. You've got a reactor there. So what I'll probably do is take that one out and put in a conveyor junction there. You will come out. And we're going to put let's replace you. So you'll be a conveyor junction. And I'll probably do this the same all the way down. Because what I'm thinking is this gives me a ridiculous amount of functionality and flexibility as far as like when I'm out here actually building. And you are conveyor junction right there, so let's go ahead and do this. This way I don't have to rework that too much. And yeah, I'll drop them there. Hey Jeremy, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Hey man, but being an eternal noob is nothing to be ashamed of. I think, like I said, like we did on the other end, I think we're going to do 3 side by side here. You didn't detach, okay. Just making sure. Wouldn't be the first time I did that. And then you're gonna go 1, 2, and 3. Okay. You get a connector. I think we did that bit already, right? Have to backfill some of this. And like I said, this just gives you a lot of flexibility in your grid and how you want to connect things through. And now I just have to go in and actually patch things in, which is something I can do off camera. Hey Zach, how you doing? Welcome to the stream. Yeah, the using connectors, especially on small grid ships, is not a bad way to go. If you're looking to do like just small compact cargo systems. Oh, let's see. Okay, so I think that's everything. What are we missing? You're missing tubes, construction components, and plates. All right.
Energy low.
So we're gonna go tell the system to produce a bunch of stuff for us. You're the station assembler. Actually, how much iron do I have in the system first? 60k iron. Another 5k iron there. And 44k. Yeah, we got plenty. Okay, so we're gonna tell it. Let's do 2k of those. 2k of those. 5k of those, and 5k of those. 10k of those. That works. All right. And that should get us mostly up and running. Oh, computers. That was what else I needed, right? I think computers were the other one. So we'll have it cranked out 1,000 computers. There. Drop you in front of all of that wonderful crap. I should have more than enough silicon, but yeah, I've got plenty of silicon. Okay. Yeah, once you get to the point where you're building mining ships, you generally start getting to the point where you're pulling in more resource than you can realistically use, at least easily. Unless you're building, you know, monstrosities like I'm probably going to build. let's not hash words on it. You know that whatever I build is going to end up being like 5 times bigger than what it was planned to be. All right, so, oh, itchy nose, a little bit of dust flying around over here. Okay, so let's talk turrets. All right, we need some defenses on this ship. So let's grab this stuff. Actually, let's go get recharged first. And we're going to play with some new turrets. So the system isn't really built around the concept of being, you know, ridiculously well defended or offensive in nature for its cannons. Right? So what we're going to do is we're going to actually rely on things like the chain guns, well, the Gatling guns. And autocannons, I think, are the other ones that we want. Okay. Turn our light off. Let's close that up. So let's take a look at the new turrets, right? So the chain gun everyone's used to, right? The Gatling gun, 3x3. Usual stuff, right? The interior turret. We have the new assault cannon turret, which I think is what we're going to end up doing. Not the assault cannon. There's the artillery turret. Those are just fun. Missile turret, Gatling turret. Oh, that's right. The auto cannon turret is small grid. So yes, this is the I'm thinking these are going to be the predominant defense systems for this ship, and I'm thinking we're going to do one there and one there. We're going to repeat this on the other side. Now, the thing that we run into is that all of these are 3x3. But we have, where are you? MA? No. MA weapons. We have these guys. Does this have... Nope, doesn't have it. Alright, so I want... Yep. So we can actually put these in as well. So basically the idea is that this ship is, you know, highly defensive. Where, you know, the shield and all of our little defense stuff basically will take care of most of our issues, hopefully. And we're going to do the same on the other side. Basically just getting ourselves set up with a little bit of defense. I like the point defense systems because they auto-generate ammo. Basically it's just... It builds a stored charge in place of the ammo, so it basically it eats some of your power in order to build the charge. Four bobs, 2 scripted assemblers, 14 hours to build, huh? That sounds like a good weekend. Yes, the new railguns look amazing as a turret. And somebody's already figured out a way to get them to charge within 4 seconds. Oh yeah, the rotor hinge? Yeah. That's been around for a while, but it's the new system makes it much easier. Yeah, the point defense doesn't need to be conveyored. But I do it just because it's kind of my it's my internal way of balancing something that runs solely off power. Because they used to, like, when these first came out, they were part of the laser. I want to say that was like laser relay or something like that mod. And those required you to have an infrastructure in your ship set up around basically getting a beam from the laser generator to the port that was using it. And so this is basically my way of keeping that spirit alive, even though it's not necessary. So, and then for the folks that are wondering what we're talking about when we're talking about the rotor hinge turret, let me see if I can find a place to do this. Probably down here-ish somewhere. Actually, do I have a spot in the sun somewhere? It's going to be a temporary thing. I'm not gonna build the whole thing up. Oh, Bob might. Crud. Let's see. Okay, what are you missing? Large steel tubes. Do I have... Give me a control panel, please. Hey, I know you have a control panel on you. Damn it. Alright, over here for a second. Where are the... That is really annoying that we don't have a control panel on these things. It'd have been faster just to go ahead and go into one of the hangars and deal with it. Large steel tubes are what we need. Alright, so we'll just do that. Go over here, search assemble, and I'll do like 500 of those. I don't really need the plates right this second. Alright. Alright, so let's talk custom turrets. Actually, yeah. So what you would normally do is if you want to have a piped in custom turret, So imagine there was a conveyor block here, right, that we just attached that to. Obviously, it'll get welded up. And then what you're going to do is we're going to grab the large grid hinge. Right. And so what you end up with is you place that, you grind out the center part there. And then you should be able to do this with, so you go bring that up. And we are going to go like so. Actually, hinge part. We want that to be a small hinge part. There we go. Right. And you want it to basically align as closely as possible. And I'm going to rotate this. So basically it should look like that one. Right? It should look like it goes in there. You then build your conveyors on it. Of course, Bob's going to take it because it's not nailed down. Where's my small conveyor block? So then you add conveyors around it, and then you attach your weapons to it. And then you basically drag it over here so that it's in and reattach it. So, Izzy script for component inventory. I'm not actually using Izzy's inventory manager. So, but basically that's basically how you do it. There's actually some really good tutorials that will walk you through it. I think Mad Maven did one. I know Black Armor. I think Black Armor did one as well. But basically, they walk you through the entire process of how to build them. I had seen them built before. I knew the concept of it, but I've only recently started really playing around with them. So, yeah, block with a hinge in front of the other hinge. Yeah. But yeah, once you have the rotor and the hinge sorted out, you go into the custom block, into the custom turret block, which we'll show you back here. And when you scroll down, you set the rotor for your azimuth. Excuse me. You set your hinge for elevation. You put a camera in the middle, well, somewhere on it, usually in the middle of whatever you built. And then down here, you select which weapons are available for it. And then you just add them to the grouping. So you can have, like 2 missile pods and 2 miniguns, or 4 chain guns and a missile pod, or whatever combination of things you want in there, and it'll treat them as a single turret. And you can actually set up AI and stuff for it too. Like you can set default targeting. You can set up, where is it up? Toggle block show here. I'm trying to remember where it's at. Where are you at? In here? Targeting info. That's for the panels. But you can set like velocity multiplier for how fast you want things to move, how touchy are they basically. And then you can set like all sorts of stuff. So much fun. But you can actually script like AI behavior with it. Yep, exactly, nada. Alright. So basically, the reason I put 2 of these in, because we will be building 2 custom turrets. I'm checking a mod for compatibility. But what I'm going to do is we're going to end up with mining turrets. We're going to have 1 large mining turret over here and 1 large mining turret over here. I might actually mount them off on the sides. Like I could actually foresee mounting them here-ish. That might not be a bad idea. Like if we put them here, we could actually build, because it would be about there. So yeah, you'd be able to target the asteroids. So the idea was that I want to have them so that in a multiplayer system, you could have 2 people, 1 person in each of those custom turrets, mining the same asteroid. Or mining multiple asteroids. That way if you park in the middle of a cluster. Right on, Jago. Nice. Oh. Alright, so, yes. That gets us... we actually have some... I forgot what ammo you guys need. I have to make some ammo now. We get the AI set up on those. And, yeah. So, where are Warfare 2 books? Alright. So for the, like, the new weapons, like the new Gatling guns. Actually, I want to put the spotlight searchlights on it, too. So, these things are brutal. Oh, you are... yeah. So that way, if you're building your custom turrets, you can use these. They're basically the same as the regular Gatling gun. It's just slightly retextured. But in the new system, you know, these have a maximum range of 800 meters. You put them in a custom AI turret, or just a custom turret, and you can get 6 of these puppies in a single turret. Which, the other way you could do it is you can have the spicy meatball, yeah? Does the same thing in the same space, and you don't have to build anything. But not nearly as much fun. Alright, so anyway, I think that's going to do it for us today. I want to thank y'all for stopping and hopefully you enjoyed it. I definitely had fun hanging out and chatting with y'all. We actually got some stuff done. We tested the new bob system, and that bob saw is brutal. I'm liking it. So I have some stuff I need to get done between now and Wednesday. Basically, I need to pipe all of those connectors in, all of the conveyor junctions in, get the connectors online, and then we can start talking basically new ship plans. Mwahaha. Yeah, it has, the meatball has better range, but it has lower accuracy. It just spits ammo out. It's crazy. It eats ammo ridiculously fast. So there is a benefit to building it using the new custom turret system. But you know, I may throw one of those on just because they are fun. If you've never seen that thing fire, it's like watching an A10 with multiple 50 cals pointed in like a general direction. It just throws so much lead down range. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Thank y'all for stopping in. Hopefully you enjoyed it. We will be back here Wednesday for more Space Engineers. I will be having the new Zero Oxygen Challenge. The first episode of that should be dropping tomorrow. That'll be over on the regular channel. We'll see how that goes. I haven't decided if I'm going to live stream the first episode or not, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm going to get out of here. Hope you all have a fantastic day. Enjoy the rest of your week, and we will see you back here next time for more Space Engineers. As always, folks, take care and be safe out there, everybody.